explain what I did? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere.
The ball carrier.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On third down, Bell, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
37-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check back 34. Easy. Let's get it.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
But it's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Mahomes going to throw, being chased out left. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
By
Isaiah Simmons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Daniels on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held it to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
But it brings up.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Murray now. Trying to lay one up deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Yeah, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
Murray on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Daniels on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Arizona.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Cardinals 17, Chiefs 3.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Phillips able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
5-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Hassan Reddick
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Chiefs 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check back 34. Mike, 34. Watch the run, watch the run. Yellow. 34, Mike, 34.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Yellow, yellow.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
1-yard line.
Mike 34, Mike 34. 65, 65. Hey, check back 34. Mike. Hey, Sunday.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. All day.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Buying time to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Back to throw it. Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
18 on the play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno.
Tano Passigno on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hopkins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
She don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
This is second nature, all is automatic.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1 yard gain.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the first
nice methodical
down,
opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
For the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
For 5 yards.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time you have...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, so much for the opening drive being capped off by a field goal, CD. It's capped off by a touchdown after all, except I don't think in the manner that we were expecting.
No doubt about that, because you sent me a note earlier in the week saying you thought special teams might play a big role in this one. I don't know that you expected it this early in the game.
No, I didn't. That was a pretty impressive play, and what a way to get their first points. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. This is Bell. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 49. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes being chased out. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
12. First down, Chiefs.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Buying time to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. The 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
It's now third.
Now Bridgewater. They get this out left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Kickoff for Carolina.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 25, here's second and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down, Kansas City.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Anthony Sherman, incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Butker's kick here is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Room here to run. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll run with Edwards away. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Oh, man, Brandon, Not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Again, it's Bell. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
A gain of 2
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Will take over first.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
On Bell, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And taken right on the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
The Chiefs' 9-yard line.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's flip the 7s. Right. Let's go, defense.
Now Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally different.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. That gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cornelder. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
Their field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.